President Biden on Friday attended the annual COP27 climate summit in Egypt. It was his first stop on an international trip that also includes Cambodia and Bali. In Egypt, he first met with President el-Sisi. The two reaffirmed their commitment to fighting the global climate crisis. Mr. Biden then addressed world leaders at the summit, saying the U.S. plans to lead the way cutting greenhouse emissions.
Thanks to the actions we've taken, I can stand here as President of the United States of America and say with confidence, the United States of America will meet our emissions targets by 2030.
For more, let's bring in CBS News senior foreign correspondent Elizabeth Palmer, who's in Cambodia. Elizabeth, break down Mr. Biden's message at the climate summit Friday.
Well, as you said, or your introduction said, he made it clear that America wants to be a leader in fighting climate change. He, of course, mentioned his Anti-Inflation Act. He said thanks to it, the U.S. was on target to meet its Paris Agreement commitment, which is to reduce its carbon emissions or greenhouse gas emissions in general by 50% compared to 2005 levels, and to do it by 2030. It's a tall order. Climate scientists think that that's a little optimistic. The U.S. is probably on course to reduce by about 40%, but nevertheless quite an achievement. In the speech, President Biden also announced a few other initiatives, including a $150 million commitment to Africa to adapt to climate change, and a new program that will be run through the EPA to reduce methane emissions. Methane is an even more potent greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide, and a real priority for people who are designing mitigation for global warming.
Elizabeth, the president is set to land in Cambodia Friday for a conference among the Southeast Asian nations. What does he hope to achieve?
Well, he will be landing in just over an hour from now, and he'll be heading to that great fortress-like hotel you can see behind me, where he will be meeting with most of the leaders of the 10 ASEAN countries. This is America really concentrating on shoring up its allies and alliances in this region, and it's necessary if America is going to confront and contain China in the coming decade. To underline how important this has become to American foreign policy, this is the second time that President Biden will have met the ASEAN leaders in less than 6 months. He invited them all to Washington back in the late spring, so he's here again. The fact that he has come in person speaks volumes. They will want to amplify their relationship with the United States in certain ways. And it's a very prestigious thing to have the President of the United States show up. Now, he's going to, on Sunday, go beyond ASEAN and meet the leaders of South Korea and Japan, America's two biggest and most powerful allies in the region, and no doubt high on that agenda is going to be what to do about North Korea, which has fired off an unprecedented number of missiles this year, and the satellite data seems to show that they're also preparing for an underground nuclear weapons test sometime, possibly before the new year.
Elizabeth Palmer, thank you.